Hello Taurus, and welcome to my channel. My name is Joy, and today we're going to be doing a different type of reading here for you. I'm going to be choosing 3 cards. The categories are love, health, and wealth. These animal spirits are going to be coming through and giving you suggestions, and you use your own perspective on how to take what they're telling you and you put it into your own answer, okay? This is animal oracle cards. They're just coming through to give you some energy for those 3 subjects. So let's go ahead and lay your cards down. Love, health, and wealth for Taurus. And at the end of this video, I'm also going to be pulling a spiritual card, is what I call them, but they're actually like flashcards. They're mediumship training deck. So if you have any psychic abilities and you would like to further them on, or maybe take a new insight, and some of these even give you some things that you can perform to maybe heighten your psychic abilities. Maybe you're an intuitive, empath, psychic, clairsentience, medium, mystic qualities, mediumship. This is what these cards are for. So I will be pulling one of these, and I'll read it at the end for you after your reading. You're hearing some noise right now. That's my cat just opened the door and she's coming in. Alright, so let's go ahead. Let's pull one of these cards for you. This is symbols. Yeah, the symbols card. So we'll read and get into this at the end of after this reading here for you. Okay, now remember, you put this in your own perspective. These are just oracle cards that I've pulled. I'll tell you about them, and you apply it to your categories. Your first category is love. You have the beautiful fox here. It says your sharpened senses allow you to observe the actions of others. So this fox is giving you bringing you that energy, that spiritual energy, and to remind you to make sure in your love category, in your love subject, is to pay very close attention. You see how this fox has his mouth opened, and that's kind of like what cats do as well. They'll open their mouth. They have a lot of sensory glands inside their mouth where they can feel and they can smell, a lot of their senses. So just make sure in your love category that you are what you perceive in your mind is really what you're receiving from them. Don't play in games with your own self. Don't fool yourself. Trust what you're seeing and what you're hearing, and make sure they match, is what this box is really coming through and telling you on your love subject here. And once how he is sitting, this fox is actually, it's also, the fox is coming to you also for protection. You see how he has his tail wrapped around his body here. That they do that as a protection. They do that as a protection as well. Trying to hug themselves. In other words, so the fox is coming through to give you protection on what you're hearing and what you're seeing, and make sure they match. He's sitting in between these two mountains here, on either side. That's also for balance, keeping yourself on the right track. Keep yourself on the right track. So he's bringing that to you as well. And once you did take this message from this fox and put it towards your question on, or in your love relationships that are going on right now, to keep yourself in balance. Make sure the words and actions match each other, And the fox is also here, telling you to be very keen with all your be keen with all your senses, intuitive. If you're an intuitive or you have intuitive gifts, listen to your gut feeling on this love question that might have brought you here as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what animal is coming through for health for you. That is really shining in my eye. I'm going to have to move this. It might shine on you too much now. Well, I'm just going to leave it off. Hopefully the camera's picking up good. Alright, so for in health, you have the beaver. It says investing in home comforts provides security and family togetherness. The beavers, we all know that they build dams to block out the water. Right? So, and they have very many chambers in when they build that dam, and they have very many chambers. They have a sleeping chamber, a chamber where they go to the bathroom, and when let's just say like a living room, a living space as well. So how this is reflecting to your health is, I'm taking this as, because it is a beaver building a dam in the water, this beaver is giving you the energy to try to block your emotions. I mean, it's great to have feelings and that, but don't dwell on your emotions these next couple weeks, 2 months, for a couple months to 2 weeks, 3 weeks, try to, lighten your heart a little bit, and because you don't want to bring and hold in all emotions in. You don't want to let all the emotions in, or hold them in is what I'm saying, because it will cause you stress and anxiety. The beaver again, has many different rooms. So give yourself some space. Give yourself some space. Try not to absorb all emotions and hold those emotions inside. And since this is kind of be going into the spiritualness here at the end, it's also maybe portraying here that you're an empath. If you are an empath, you try to go to your quiet place and just kind of sit for a while and let loose. Maybe light some sage and let loose. Okay, let the emotions or the feelings that you've absorbed from others escape. Don't hold them in. Okay, so to further this with your health, it's all about anxiety and stress. This is all about mind work here. This beaver is coming in. Okay, so let's go ahead now, and we're going to see what is coming through with the wealth. You have the orangutan, working to live joyously, not living to work. There you go. The perfect card for this topic here of wealth for you. To remember to have fun. Have fun. Don't be a workaholic and put every inch and every second of your time into your work. Yes, it's good to be very faithful and courageous and work, to just stay on top in this crazy ass world, right? Everything's so expensive, da 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 da. But that is one thing that also, that the beaver can be, that we can put the beaver into this as well, because they're always working, they're cutting down trees, they're building their dams, they're very busy little animals. They're a rodent after all, and wants to make a safe place. So the anxiety and the stress from all this overworking that you're putting into yourself. This orangutan, he's a beautiful burnt orange color. Orange is for creation. He wants you to go out there and be creative. Make sure you're very passionate about your work, about your employment, about your career. Be creative in it. Make sure that you're passionate about what you are doing. You know, he's coming through and telling you to enjoy yourself a little more. Enjoy yourself. On your day off, go ahead and do something fun. Even if it's just going to the park, or, finding somewhere that's inexpensive, not real too expensive to go and do. There's plenty of little free things to do. You can Google it on the internet, free things to do in your area or in your state nearby or whatever. And so that's what the orangutan is telling you about your work. He's just telling you to put some playfulness and make sure you're very passionate. And this is the job that you are having is really what you want. And if it's not really what you want, take little small steps and really go into one of these rooms that the beaver is suggesting, and really think about it. Really think about how how you can go about to bring your passion out into your workplace, or how you can achieve what you really want to be and what you really want to do. Orangutans, he has his arms up. He's hanging out in this tree and swinging. He's having a great time. So just remember to be a little bit creative and put some passion and some joy into your work. And don't fret so hard about the bills and the things that you want, not the things that you need. Okay? So those are your animal spirits that are coming through for you for love, health, and wealth. So now we're going to go ahead, and if you're interested, we're going to see what this is saying here. You have the symbols, so I can tell you right now, it's telling you to pay attention to synchronicities, pay attention to different symbols. If you keep seeing a blue jay over and over and over, look up the qualities of that blue jay. Look at the color. What does the color blue mean to you? And stuff like that. So let's just say you keep seeing, and it's just different symbols. If you keep seeing, like on here, not a rainbow, butterflies, stars, clovers. If you keep seeing stuff over and over and over, those are synchronicities, pay close attention to them, and if you look up the meaning of that and apply it to your life. But let's just go ahead, and I'm going to read about the symbols here. It says, spirit people communicate with us in different ways. They can do so with words, images, and feelings, as well as symbols. These symbols can be simple yet profound. Valuable information can be attained from the spirit people with a single image. There's a familiar saying, a picture is worth 1,000 words. There are countless memories, images, symbols, signs, and learning experiences that we retain throughout our lifetimes. When you link within spirit, the blending process enables them to access your personal symbolic library, and within each experience stored with the images or symbol, they can tap into the associated memories. If you receive a symbol, you have to ask yourself, what does this symbol mean to me? Or what does this mean to the mom, dad, child, etc., whom I'm connecting with? The more you ask these types of questions, the more you'll notice the same symbols appearing that you have a similar association. A symbol or image may have a strong meaning to you, while the same image can have a total different meaning for someone else. As such, you can't have others interpret a symbol for you. So it's important to start building up your own symbolic library. Create a language that's personal to you, one that the spirit people will become familiar with, and this will help you create the best partnership, one that will continually evolve and grow. And it is saying on the bottom of the card here, the partnership card is the medium's toolbox. The medium's toolbox. So again, like I was saying about the Blue Jays and such, look it up. But as this card is explaining, if you do have, to help with your medium, if you're into being a medium or you're having mediumistic qualities about yourself, make yourself, grab a notebook and write down symbols and what they represent to you. So when you're perhaps in your dreams, or perhaps when you keep seeing something over and over and over, you keep seeing, well, we'll just go with this card. Just say you keep seeing clovers or four-leaf clovers, shamrocks all over the place. What does that shamrock mean to you? And that is a way that you can connect it to a spirit. That's the way you can connect to spirit, by using symbols. You can remember on, okay, did such so-and-so like shamrocks? Were they from Ireland? Did they believe in elves? Stuff like that. I get, stuff like that. All right, so that's your spiritual card. If you're wanting some extra advice or extra help on becoming a little more medium mystic, is by making yourself a symbol library to receive the messages from spirit. All right, thank you and have a wonderful day. Bye.